Hiya guys. Now I told you before about when I was a schoolboy. I was probably about 14, 15, that sort of age. I had some friends who used to enjoy going camping, and we used to go all over the place. We used to walk. We used to do a walk camp, so we'd have our backpacks, we'd have our tents, and we'd set off for a destination, and we'd walk a long way. I'm talking 20, 30 miles we'd walk. And we went to a particular location which was somewhere where I used to live when I was a young boy. And I told my friends about this place, and they said, let's go there on a camping trip. And so I said, yeah, okay. And I think I was about 14 then. And so we packed all our gear. Their mum, one of the boys' mums, said she'd take us and drop us off, but we would have to walk back. The reason she took us was we had one specific tent, which was a canvas tent, which was really heavy. And we couldn't carry that. And so she volunteered to take us and the tent to the location. She'd drop us off there. We'd do our camping bit there. And then when we were ready to come back, she'd come back and collect the equipment. And then we'd walk back with a lighter tent. So that's what we did. So off we went. We went to this location. It was a little village. And this little village was in Cambridgeshire. It was about 33 miles away from where we lived. So it would have been a bit of an epic walk there and back, but we only did it one way, so that was good. So she takes us there. Now, one of the main reasons that my friends wanted to go, don't forget we're all about 14 years old because we're all at school together. So we get dropped off, set our camp up, and it's really good. Now, what I told my friends was when I used to live in this little village, you could get alcohol really easily. All you had to do was go in the shop and ask for it. It was that easy. And nobody ever questioned you about your age back then. You just went and bought it and walked out the shop. And they said, no, you can't do that. I said, you can. They said, no, it's against the law. I said, it might be against the law. I said, but you can do it. And that's why they wanted to go to this particular location. So we go down to the little village. We were camping outside the village at the side of the river. There's a marina there now. This is a village called Isleham in Cambridgeshire, and there's a marina where we camped now. There's a marina, but that wasn't there when we were camping. So we go there, set up camp, and they said to me, come on then, let's go and buy some alcohol. So I said, okay. So off we walk into the village, and we walked into the co-op store. And this is back in the 1970s, guys, so I can't get anybody in trouble now because this is absolutely years ago. So we go into the co-op store and go and find, the boys wanted packs of lager. So they went and bought themselves some six packs. And it was as much as they could do as to buy one pack and carry it back to where we camped, because they were quite heavy. A six pack's quite heavy, and we were quite a way outside the village. So they bought a six pack and took it back to the camp. But they'd made their decision, or their minds up, that they weren't going to drink it there and then. They were going to go back the next day and get another six pack, and the next day and get another six pack. And that's what they did. So they amassed a lot of tins of lager. Now, it was about the night before we were due to pack up camp and go home. They decided they were going to have a big booze up. And we had a lovely big fire going, sat round the fire, and out come the tins, and they started. Well, I'm not a drinker. I've never been a drinker. I had a can. I might have had 2 cans, but that was it. That's all I had. Well, these others decided they had to get through all their lager. And there was 1, 2, 3, 4 of us. So I had 2 cans. These others had to get through all these other lagers. Well, they didn't manage it. They were absolutely slaughtered, all of them. Absolutely slaughtered. Don't forget, we're only 14-year-old children, boys. And they got themselves absolutely slaughtered. The next day, they could hardly get up. We had to pack up camp the next day because one of the boys' mums was going to come over with a trailer and collect the tent and our heavy equipment and take it back, and we were going to walk back from there. One of the group decided he couldn't do it, so he went back with the mum in the car with the trailer and the tent, and the other 3, me included, 3 of us, walked back from Isleham, and I lived in Sudbury at the time. So we walked back from Isleham to Newmarket. We had some dinner in Newmarket, then we walked back through all the villages, all the back roads, all the way back to Sudbury. It took us a day and a half, I'd say, to get back, because we left a little bit late because we were waiting for the boy's mum to turn up. Whoop. Ouch, ouch, ouch. Right, we're through. Come on in, this way. That was a great experience. That was the last camping trip I did with these. No, it wasn't. No, we did another camping trip after that, but it wasn't an alcoholic one. I think they learnt their lesson from that one. This way, guys. Go this way. Good boys. So, yes, we did some other camping trips. I think we did another 2, and then they decided they were going to do the Pennine Way. And I couldn't afford that one. So they went on their own, and they all ran out of money, so I'm pleased I didn't go on that one. And the mum who came and picked up all the equipment from Isleham when I was with them there had to go and rescue them from up from Yorkshire. They're right up in Yorkshire. So I'm pleased I didn't go on that one. So yeah, and that was 1974 that all happened. Yeah, lots of things have changed since then. I don't think they'd recognise me now. Come on in, Snoop. Snoopy. Snoop. No. Here he comes. There he goes. Right, we're in a wooded section now. I haven't got too many brambles. You can see Sooty leading the charge as normal. I don't know what the time is. Let me tell you what the time is. It's 20 to 5, so it's quite late now. We've probably been out about an hour. Go on, keep going. This is lovely. I'm out of the wind here. I don't know if you can hear the wind. Hang on a second. You might just hear the wind in the top of the trees. I can't hear any birds. But this is lovely. This is really nice. Right, guys, I'm going to sign out now. Put this video on for you. And me and the boys are going to head back towards the car now. Okay, bye-bye.